Okay, welcome Aquarius. So, I actually am just trying to keep a very, very open mind, but I do feel that there's a love reading coming on here. I've already got the energy. I definitely, I don't know what side you're on. I have the energy of one person who wants commitment, who's both you and your person are in love with each other, but one person, and I believe it's the male energy. Now it could be male or female, but it's the energy that's more masculine. That person is being very difficult and keeping it's like it's the quintessential bachelor energy. They don't want to share anything. They don't, you're probably avoiding leaving things at their house or something because they might not like it. Their space is their space, something like that. There's an end. Very, very, very. This person may drink, and I feel like the other person is very emotionally giving, ready to commit. A really good person. I feel like that's you, for most of you. Although you could be on the other side. There's love on both sides, but if you were an outside observer, it would be hard to tell with the person who is being difficult and not sharing their energy. All right, so I'm just going to ask for the energy of your person, okay? Actually, let's just ask for the masculine energy. So this could be the female. So if you're male, this could be your person's. If you're a male Aquarius, even though I'm asking for the masculine energy, this could be your person, okay? I'm asking for the energy of the masculine here, please. I'm asking for the energy of the masculine here, please. Asking for the energy of the masculine here, please. Yeah, the stag. This person is very strong there, but they are, look at the shield there. They're holding all their emotions in, and look at the axe in the other hand. And the stance there and the muscle in this person's leg. And the antlers that they're ready to, and I feel like both of these are the masculine energy. 5 of Swords, frustration. This could be your energy because this is Venus in Aquarius, by the way. For those of you who have Venus in Aquarius, you may be very frustrated. This person, this is a very interesting interesting card for the 5 of Swords. Of course, in this deck, by the way, this is the Wildwood deck. In this deck, you remember the 5 of Swords in the regular deck. There are 3 people, on a shore, on the 5 of Swords shore. 2 people have been very hurt. One is sobbing, the other's walking away, both in defeat. And this person in the regular card has a smirk, a grin on his face, and he's won because that's what he does. He wins at all costs. But people get hurt. And sometimes, in the very end, he loses out because this person doesn't want to doesn't ever want to appear like they're on the receiving end of defeat or loss. And so in doing so, sometimes, although it looks like they've won, they've actually lost. I feel like you're here. They may be taking shots at you, even though they love you. They could be gaslighting you, criticizing you. Now, I feel like he's deliberately missing, but it's like this person could be terrorizing you by gaslighting you or something. They are somewhat getting off on seeing you in a bit of a panic there, but you are what they want. You're in their target, but this person is just unwilling to share their energy. I do feel like the love they have for you is very strong, though. See what's underneath the stag? Yeah, balance. You see, that, I feel, is how you make them feel. You know, while they're looking strong on the outside, maybe the reason, maybe they're drawing, they're getting their balance from your energy, and just look at how beautifully it's. So I feel like even though this could actually be kind of like, who was it, Maggie and that movie where the guy was gaslighting the woman, Frank, and no, Brooke and Maggie, Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman were in it. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. That's exactly the energy of this person, actually. So in terms of, just to describe what I mean by this person won't share won't share their energy, and they actually, even though they find your energy very healing, this person may not like to cuddle, but they really enjoy being around you, although you wouldn't know it with the way that they behave and act toward you. There's a scene in that movie actually where the masculine drinks, the Paul Newman guy drinks, I can't remember what his name is in the movie, but something like Brick, or anyway. So he's always drinking, and there's this scene where she's really at her wit's end, and because he's so mean to her and so grumpy, and she can't get him to make a commitment to her. Can you imagine? This is a very obviously a very common thing. It's a 1958 movie, and so he's having a drink, and he puts the drink down, and they're fighting and arguing. Her with more passion than him. He's kind of just making these chess move comments, and then he picks his drink back up, and she she's in the middle of saying something, and she reaches out to take a little sip. She just wants this one little sip of the drink, and he kind of she doesn't want to give it to her, and then finally kind of jerkily passes it to her, and she takes a little sip, and you can tell she's really thirsty and enjoys the sip, and she goes to give him back his drink, and he doesn't want it back, and he goes and makes himself another drink. And she gets, I was joking up there. I usually never share anything personal, but I did date somebody exactly like that. And it can be very hurtful when someone is rejecting your energy. And she says, you won't even take this drink, and all just because I've touched it, and this is this gorgeous woman. This is Elizabeth Taylor. Okay. And he does love her, but he has an aversion, to letting their energies intertwine, so he's just drawing up from all her energy. Anyway, I've talked about that for too long, but that's the energy that I'm getting from this masculine. Now let's see how he's feeling. All right. How is this masculine feeling, please? So for the majority of you, this is probably your person, okay? For some of you, this could be you. How is this masculine feeling? Wow. Incredible. This is going to be quite the reading here. We have the Star in this deck. Your card is called the Pole Star. Isn't that beautiful? And look at the distance that he's walking. And I don't believe that that's you. I think that's your person, and you're up there. The distance, that this cat is doing this really weird jumping, praying, stalking thing. Honey, you're really scaring mommy. Okay? This is probably what your person's doing to you. How he's feeling, though, about you is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. What does that mean? Wanting to commit to you, but you'd never know it. Now, I do feel like I can tell you the ending of that movie. It's you know, it is a very, well, it's a weird ending. They end up together. You can tell, you know, he kind of, if you haven't seen it, you definitely, I don't know where you would get it. You could probably buy it online or something, but Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And you know, in the end, he insists, you know, that they're together. There is a very weird ending though, because as he the closing scene, they're together in his bedroom, and he's pulling her toward him, and the camera switches to behind his back, and his hand is reaching for a pillow. And just for about 3 seconds, oh, Kit Kat, please don't stay on the camera. For about 3 seconds, you think that he's going to smother her. And then he takes the pillow and he flings it on the bed, you know. The suggestion is this person, you know, is vacillating back and forth between this energy of what Kit Kat is doing right now. I love you, but I might kill you, you know. Anyway, how they're feeling for you is they want to commit to you, but look at the distance that's between you. Maybe they only feel stable when there's distance between you. But as you can see, you're all that's on now. They may want to, there's an idea here though of healing the connection between you guys. So I also think that they're hoping and wishing deep down, this person is hoping and wishing for a traditional commitment. But with the star, it's just hope. And it's a long shot. The hope in this card is a long shot. It's the wish that you make, you know, when you're throwing the penny in the well type thing. It's, you know, 1 in a billion. That's how this person feels. No matter what you've said. And you might be thinking, this can't be my reading because I've told this person I love them, blah, blah, blah. No. This kind of male energy will be constantly wondering if you love them, even if you've told them 1,000 times over and they've never said it back to you. Okay? So let's get a little bit more about what your person... Now, there's something that wants to come out here. Wow. Whoa. So this person... Okay, is feeling like they want to be with you physically right now. I'm not going to use any bad language here, but you know what I mean here. A lot of passion, huge amount of passion. The other thing too, in this is the equivalent of the Two of Wands. It's called the Two of Bows. Look at this decision. In this deck, in the regular deck, a decision is being made. In this deck, it appears that a decision has been made. But this could be a ruthless decision. This could be a my way or the highway decision, because sometimes the Hierophant or the ancestor is that, let's just see what's underneath the decision. 9 of Cups. So again, this person indulges. They may indulge in drinking, whatever, you know, at night, you know, high-end restaurants, food, more gravy, you know, this. They want what they want, you know, and they make no apologies about it. But I also think that you are what they want. You are their 9 of Cups. They may have you hidden, though, you see, because your person, it's just your person in there. Show me more. 7 of Bows. Clearance. Do you see that word? Clearance? So this person may ghost. They may clear the area. The 7 of Bows is Mars in Leo. Again, very passionate energy, but very stubborn. This person will, if they have 6 naysayers, they will rise above it, and they will insist. They always win. They always win. They can be very stubborn. They can be refusing to hear from you. You know, you may have said, I love you, you know, 6 times there. and they will still block the energy with the 7th wand. Here, they're gone. They've cleared the area. Honey, oh dear. Hang on, honey, sweetheart. Okay, that's strike 1, okay? I'm going to give her 2 more chances. I'd rather have her in here while we're doing the reading. Okay, what's underneath this 7 of bows? Okay, sorry about this. Okay, so I don't want, so there's, okay, what's underneath that? Ah, yeah, 8 of swords. So I feel like this is you. Do you see that word struggle? Now, although it could be them. You see, what they may be struggling with is overthinking, mental anxiety, mental fear, some kind of, what this person is doing, of course, we're looking at arrows. It's all thought. There's no using their intuition here, no using their heart, all worry and thought, logic, intellect, and look where it got them. That's Jupiter in Gemini, expanding negative thought, expanding worry. I feel like that's your person, and I also feel like it has resulted in, this person has, it's been a struggle. You may have, the number 8 is here, you may have been involved with this person for 8 months, or 8 years even. It may be coming up to 8, it may be 8 years before, look at you there. You have endured. So now as well though, this could be the energy of your person feeling loss here. What you may not realize is that there is an emptiness, inside them. You could be dealing with sort of a narcissistic person here, because these people are constantly trying to fill up. They're like a bottomless pit when it comes to energy. It just seems like it's never enough, right? They may also have suffered a loss, either the loss of you, they may have lost some money, they may be ill, somebody may be ill. Okay. I don't think that it's your person, though. It could be somebody in their family, a karmic could be ill. They may have left a, they could have, there could be a former wife and child, or just a former karmic and child that they have in their history. I'm just seeing that because very often when the 5 of Pentacles comes up, I don't think that's the energy, though. I just see they're feeling lost, but I also, oh my God, I'm getting attacked here. I'm just going to, honey, that's strike 2, okay? I will give you 1 more chance. Okay. Show me more. What is this masculine feeling? Please show me. We have some more detail. Wow. Aquarius, this is unbelievable. Okay. They are feeling the loss of you. And we've got the Lovers here. So this could very well be a twin flame connection, okay? I feel that it is. As you can see, these are not easy connections, especially when one of the twins refuses to do the work. At this point, this person has utterly failed. They've done nothing. Okay, it's not your fault. So, in fact, they may have really screwed up. They may have made a choice that resulted in loss. This this was supposed to be you and your person. Now, I'm not saying that that can't happen in the future, but this is where you're supposed to be. Either in this lifetime, both of you will keep repeating this until somebody does the work. Let's hope that this comes together in this lifetime. Look at that. Amazing. All right. I am going to ask for the block. What is the block in this connection? I'm not going to ask how you're feeling, because I think you know how you're feeling. What is blocking this connection? What is the information that Aquarius needs What is blocking this connection? What is the main issue that is blocking this connection? Thank you so much. Wow. I'm going to clarify before I say anything. I'm going to clarify with the what is wrong with me tonight? I've forgotten. Just look at that. I just turned the deck over. 3 of Swords. That someone is restricting their heart. All right? And notice, and also there could be a karmic. Notice that it's Libra energy, by the way. Again, it's air. This is called Saturn in Libra. It is where someone is restricting from investing their heart. That is the main block. So in other words, sure, there might be a karmic, but the main, that is not the block in the connection. The block is that this person is restricting from investing their heart in this connection. I want to clarify these 2 cards. Just a moment. Touchstone. This is called the Touchstone deck, by the way. Aquarius, I want to point out that in this card, do you see how this, I'm going to explain now what this, what you're seeing in this card in a moment, but do you see where she is looking? She's looking down at a white butterfly. All right, I don't know how well you can see that. Sorry about the focus. I gotta get this focused. Just a moment. Please focus, please. There we go. It is a white butterfly. Now, 2 things. Your person, because as you may be aware, when you know the spiritual meaning of a white butterfly, generally is that somebody is experiencing a spiritual. It's the beginning of a spiritual journey, and it's an awareness. So I feel like this is not you. This is your person, because you guys, the vast majority of you, have, and Kit-Kat is meowing here in agreement. She's actually been expelled from the room right now because she stepped on the computer when I paused it. Anyway, that was strike 3. Strike 3, right? Geez, see, this person may have breached your strike 3. This may be why you're at a distance. You could still be dealing with this person though. Your person is beginning to have, something is beginning to crack here. So that will give you hope that they may not be restricting their, they may not continue to restrict their heart, for very much longer. But right now, she's looking scared. She's aware. She's looking down at it, kind of like, uh-oh, this is happening, but she's still closed up. It's kind of like, nope, 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 nope. But, it's happening. And underneath that is the Chariot, by the way. Libra, Aquarius, Aries energy here, Cancer as well. This could be any sign, though. For some of you, this is an earth sign, because believe it or not, I'm getting a strong feeling of earth, Taurus in particular, some Capricorn as well. Libra, Gemini, Virgo. Anyway, however, for you though, if you are feeling heartbroken, if you have gotten to the point where you have shut down, and just out of practical reasons, because you can't take any more, maybe you need to function well at work, so you've just decided you cannot afford to feel for the next little while, and that is a practical thing, that it's a coping mechanism and a survival technique. Sometimes that's what this woman in the Chariot is doing. She's battened down the hatches in order to keep her chariot balanced and moving and not driving all over the road. She has to take on a no time for romance motto. So she is not allowing herself to be ruled by any emotion at all. She's really, really trying to stay right in the middle of happy and sad. And she, so this, I feel like both of these things are happening. There's one more thing I want to tell you about this. When I started this reading, do you recall that I told you the male energy that I was channeling? I could be channeling some energy from King Henry VIII. In this card, so we've talked about the white butterfly. There is a book. In the book, there is an engraving. All right, and it actually exists. It is an engraving, not a portrait, but an engraving that was done by an artist in the 1700s. So this would have been after King Henry VIII died, I believe. Anyway, I could be wrong with that, but by a painter and an engraver by the name of, I think it was George Vertue, Vertue. I managed to find, I hope that I'm right about this. I believe that this is the engraving that's in this card. So you can see the engraving is in the book. Sorry, guys. That is an engraving of King Henry VIII. And yes, that is the king that had all the wives. He was a very, very, there he is there. That's the engraving. Very, very powerful man. He had a lot of involvement with the Navy, the military. Yes, it's horrible that he executed many of his wives, but obviously no one can excuse that, but it was a completely different, hopefully we've advanced since then, but people say about that man that he never loved any of his wives, but really he only had 2 previous marriages before he found the woman that he did love. This is what all the historians say anyway. His 3rd wife died. Back then, kings needed male heirs in order to, pass along and maintain their power. So he went through 2 people that I don't think he really loved, hoping that they would have a son. And they didn't. He had a terrible personality and he was, very militant. But the 3rd wife, I think her name was Jane Seymour. I know, not the actress, but I believe that was actually her name. And she was a very, very nice, giving person, and she really loved him. And she got pregnant with a son, but she died giving birth. The son survived and was the male heir, but he lost the woman that he loved. And I don't think he loved any of the wives after that. And he did keep beheading them, and it was terrible. It's just ruthless. But look at this. Perhaps you're dealing with a ruthless type of person here. Anyway, now we're going to clarify the 2 of bows and the page of arrows, and I am going to grab the regular deck. I can't believe I'm doing this. All right. So we've got a page of swords, and that could be you, and a 2 of wands where your person is. A decision maybe at stake. We don't know what the page of swords is yet. It's the wren. The wren is connected to spirit. That's why in this deck, that's why I believe that this is you. In this deck, the wren has a direct connection with spirit. Could we clarify, please, the 2 of wands and the page of arrows for Aquarius's person's feelings right now? Okay, here it is. We're going to have to further clarify. You may have just discovered this person. I feel like that's a discovery. You may have just, now these are his feelings though, your person's feelings. I'm going to further clarify. I think I know what this is. This is the Sun and the Three of Cups. It's discovery. The Three of Cups, I feel, is involving other people, a bunch of people, but there's some kind of a reveal or some kind of enlightenment going on. Wow, yeah. Your person is having a spiritual awakening. What they have realized is that they love you. They probably never said this, and they are deeply regretting having a bunch of wives. No, just kidding. You know, a bunch of people on the side. Okay, so there could be a third-party situation. Yeah. There's, you know, I don't know who this is. That could be a karmic. Who knows? They may have taken an opportunity with some young person here. The Page of Arrows, I feel, is you, because I think you know. This Wren is, you may know just by meditating or consulting, you know, with spirit, or you may just be very, very intuitive. This is a very special bird. It used to be hunted down, there's a whole history regarding the wren, but it's a really cute, special bird. And in this deck, if we do see the Hermit coming up in this deck, it's called the Hooded Man. The wren is there, and they are exchanging information. So now we still don't know what this decision is. I believe that a decision is being made. You're looking at it, and I mean, just look at how vulnerable you look compared to that Two of Bows energy there. What is the Two of Bows, please? Show us the decision. Wow, I think I believe that we should stop here. Believe it or not, Aquarius, this may come together. We have two cards. One is the major card of reunification, Judgment. With Spirit here, this is Archangel Gabriel here. He is blasting the horn of the esoteric of Spirit. This person may be having a realization that not everything is matter. You know, that with we gotta look at what's under here. Yeah. There's your king. Looking. It's the cheating king, and he is looking at the Ace of Cups and making a judgment here. So you could be dealing with Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, another Aquarius, Aries, Libra. I mean, you could be dealing with any sign here. The thing is, I do believe that this person is making a very, very massive decision. Now, I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because I feel like most of, if this reading is resonating for you, I feel like it's more of a confirmation reading. But just know that if your person has been giving no signs of improvement, this is what's going on behind the scenes. I will get a soulmate card, some advice from Spirit for you to end the reading, to give you a hint, you know, about how you should proceed. These cards, even though they're called soulmate cards, there's only about 5 or 6 messages here from your soulmate. The rest of them are from Spirit. But I find that my people on personal readings really like them. And because I can hear them going, oh, yeah, you know, I know what that means. Now, that one got loosey-goosey. So we're gonna take this. Sometimes I take the wrong card. Okay, so if it doesn't seem to jive, we'll just deal with it anyway. Wow, I don't think I took the wrong one. Love generates love. You will receive positive confirmation of this in the next few days. That could also be the page of arrows there. Keep on loving, and you will keep on receiving ever greater blessings in return. So just know that even if this person was very ruthless and the connection you've decided to cut out because there is no right or wrong, just follow your intuition. Get right with yourself, with what you truly want. To thine own self be true. And do your spiritual consulting or what have you. But remember to be independent of the good opinion of others. In other words, you do not need to have other people's good opinion of what you're doing or deciding, just spirits. And generally, that is what your intuition tells you is right. All right? I'm not telling you to only follow your heart. Obviously, balance your analytical mind and your logic and whatever homework you've done on the situation. But do not require the good opinion. In other words, do not worry if everybody else thinks that what you're doing is wrong. Remember the Rudyard Kipling poem, if you can trust yourself when all others doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. In other words, just say thank you very much for your opinion and then go and do what you know is right. Awesome reading, Aquarius. Okay, love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.